everyone. Okay. Welcome to Unit 5. Today we're going to learn how to create some variety in art. So, feel free to pause the video at any time. First, we're going to turn our document into a landscape by going to File, Document Properties, choosing Landscape. Then we can close out of that. We need to create our layers, so we click Layer, Layers. I rename this one. I'm going to call this one our background. Add another one above called bitmap. Add another one above called traced. So we got traced, bitmap, and background all in that order. There we go. Okay. I forgot how to extend the layers. Alright, so let's click on our background layer, and we're going to start by creating a background. You want it slightly bigger than the document, than the canvas. So we'll just go a little bit out. Doesn't have to be extreme. Alrighty, now up to you to choose which color you like. I'll just stick with blue. Create yourself a gradient. I'm gonna go with a radial gradient. Should I go with a radial gradient? Yeah, I think I will go with a radial gradient. Yeah. Alright. I should have left that open. Okay, so added our gradient, looking at my notes. We're going to import a bitmap. So go to File, Import, and in our class resources, I have that in my documents and in my DA@symbol folder. It's in section 4. And you just want to choose one of these. I'll go with planet. Oh, I just realized. Scratch that. Click on your, press Control Z, undo it. Click on your bitmap layer. Go to File, Import, and in your section 4 folder. Make sure it's on the bitmap layer. All right, and now all right, so with our bitmap selected, we're going to go to our path layer. We're going to select Trace Bitmap. Now, we want brightness cutoff. I'm going to put the threshold, I'm just going to leave it at 0.450. And we select Update to view it. And if you like the way it looks, great. If not, you can increase or decrease the threshold. All right, so somewhere in the middle is going to give us our best outcome. All right, and we need to have brightness cutoff on. So we select OK. We can close out of that. We select our bitmap, or our traced image. I'm sorry, our traced image. I'm moving it just to make sure that I got it traced. We're going to go to Edit, Cut, and then we need to click on our traced layer. I can hide and lock the bitmap layer now. And we're going to go to Edit, Paste in Place. Now we're going to select Object. Remember that the trace has to be selected. We're going to select Align and Distribute. Under Relative to, we select Page. And we need to select the left edge and then the top edge. Am I missing anything on that? Page, left edge, trace it. Nope, we're good. Then we can close out of that. All right, now we're going to go to, is it file clone or edit clone? Edit, clone. We're going to go to create tiled clones. Make sure the symmetry is in P1. We want 2 by 3. Create. And then we can close that. All right, I'm going to move this guy over here because remember it's going to create one above it. And which one? You select one of them and it'll adjust all of them. Okay. Let me see which one. Okay, so it's that one. I guess it don't matter. Delete this one. So the one underneath it, if we select it, it'll adjust everything. Select all, okay? And you want to make it as big as you want. Make it fit on the page. You actually don't need to make your background the size a little bit bigger than the page. You can adjust it to the size relative to your picture. I don't mind. All right, and with all of them selected, we need to unlink them because remember, if we select this one and we change the color, we are going to change the color in all of them. And this is variety. This isn't, repetition and pattern. So with them selected, go to the Edit menu, select Clone, and then we're going to select Unlink Clones. So now, there we go. See? All right, we're going to select all. All right, and I recommend you save right here because we're about to mess with filters. We all know what happens when you mess with filters in Inkscape. Go to Filters, Shadows and Glows, and we want Drop Shadow? Yeah. Drop Shadow. And select Live Preview so you'll be able to see what's going on. All right, and then you could adjust all this the way you want it to. The opacity didn't change anything. It's weird. Okay. All right, and this will all work. Click Apply, and then Close. So now, here is where we create our variety. Change colors, add filters, add whatever you want. This is Digital Arts 2. Add whatever you want. And if you want to, I should have said this at the beginning, if you want to use a different image, you don't have to use these images. So, feel free to select one. Ooh, the opacity is way out on that. I wonder, okay, it's because it's not, must not be blurring it up because it's a traced image. But, wait a second. Okay, so this is just adjusting the filter, the opacity. Good to know. Choose filters, choose different colors. I'm going to choose a different color. I'll choose black for this one. Okay, that works. Noise fill. Remember, variety is also, shapes. So hold down Control to keep it in place, and I'm going to rotate this guy this way. And I'm going to change the color to, I don't know, blue. No, I'm going to change blue to one in the middle. I think that would look cooler. And give it a blur. There we go. All right, this one I'll change to blue. Let's give it a filter. blacklight. I wonder what that'll look like. Not really much of a difference. Filter, non-realistic. All right, comic. Let's change this one to a linear gradient. Let's give it a different color. Give it green. No, it's not give it green. I gave it green already. Give it that with a linear gradient. Just our gradient tool. That'll do. All right. Go to, then we're done. You know, do whatever you want to do. Don't do exactly what I did. All right. Go to File, Export Bitmap. All right. And remember, we want the entire drawing. We're going to choose where we put this. I'll just put it in my desktop somewhere. We'll call this Variety. Save, and then don't forget to hit that export button. Otherwise, it won't move out. All right, and documents, date modified, variety. There you go. Actually looks really good. Okay, thank you for watching.